Hey guys, welcome back to Biscuits Total War. This is Biscuits giving you another classic 2 versus 2 31k rules on the grassy flatlands. And today I've got something a bit different for you guys. A while ago I was checking out some videos on YouTube and I watched a battle with Cleomedis in it. Cleomedis is a great 31k player when it comes to Rome Total War. And what I noticed he did on one of his videos, he brought a Jav Cav unit as his general for the Greeks. So what I thought I decided to do, I might try and pinch that idea because I really like that idea. I like the idea of the general not being in the infantry, because what can sometimes happen is that the general can get killed by the urbans or whatnot, but if I leave my general in the Jav Cav unit, it means I can use extra money to boost my infantry units, which are going to be in the thick of it. This unit is going to be really highly mobile, and I can put a skirmish mode on, so it's going to be near impossible for any Cav units to try and attack it. So that's what my plan was, and also I might be able to try and kill a few routing units. So it's rare that you see this. It's pretty badass. You've now got the general sitting in the Jav Cav. Now this could be a new tactic, this could be a new little thing to go in Rome Total War, but I'm going to try it for a few videos and we'll see exactly how it works out. One thing I do want to point out, I don't know if this is a glitch in Rome Total War, but I'm sure my general, see, he's got a little sword in his hand. I'm sure later on in the video he somehow drops his sword on the battlefield and goes around punching people. Now I might be mistaken, I might have been one too many drinks, who knows, but just bear in mind at the moment my general's got a sword in it. Let's see if he's got a sword in his hand later on in the battle. Now another little thing I've done of my actual formation, I put these Spartans into 3 deep formation. It means they're quite wide. I found that I don't really need to have a deep formation when it comes to the Spartans, especially if I'm trying to chomp down on the urbans. And again, for the Spartans, all I need to do is take off guard mode, put down the pikes and attack in a forward formation with your pikes down, and that should easily destroy the urbans. That's what my plan is. I've also got 2 armored hoplites at the top, and they're just basically to act as a meat fodder and try and take a few shots of peeler, because the peeler is what's going to cause a lot of damage. Now I'm being joined by another guy called Bubu. Now it's the first time I think in a while that we've played together on a 2 versus 2. He's using the Macedonians as usual, and that's because I believe he's a big fan of Alexander the Great, and that's who he's trying to emulate at the moment. So he has gone for your standard build. He's gone for 6 companion cav. We desperately needed all the cav we could possibly get because we're missing out on loads and loads of cav at the moment. All of our cav, well, we don't have any cav basically. I've got one militia, get my words out straight, one missile cav, one Jav Cav unit, but that's going to do hardly any damage. He's got his general in his cav. Again, the reason why he's done that is basically because of Alexander the Great, and it would be really interesting to see if he can actually pull this off. Now we're going to be going up against 2 Brotherhood members. Again, we're going up against Luna and we're going up against Lion Dwarf. Now this is actually the second battle that us 4 played together. The first battle we won, that was on the desert. That's some of my previous videos on YouTube, on the channel. Go and check it out if you want to. This is the second battle, this is the rematch, and this is where hopefully Luna and Lion Dwarf are going to get their revenge. If we have a look at their builds, they're going very heavy on the infantry, and that's because they know that they've got loads and loads of pikes to kill. So let's get this party started, let's get the battle started, let's see exactly what goes on. Now bear in mind, in this actual replay, when we actually played the game, there was a bit of a lag going on. Now both Luna and Lion Dwarf did mention it, and they did complain a little bit about it. At the end of the day, there was a lot of lag for us as well. We had probably just as much lag, and it was pretty hard to command these units. Now I'm not trying to say that to make up excuses, but bear in mind that both teams, when you're watching this replay, it was pretty hard trying to control the armies. All armies were really slow to respond, and you might notice a few little weird tactics or weird things going on. So I'm going to charge in all of my Spartans, nothing too classy about this. Charge everybody in. I've got a few of my units snagged up on these urbans, which is a nice little move by Luna, but the rest of my rest of my Spartans have now managed to actually catch up with the rest of Luna's infantry. I'm now going to try and drop my pikes and attack aggressively forward, But what Luna's going to do is going to pull back his infantry and make sure he gets away from all of my Spartans. And as you can see, I've managed to rout 2 of the units already. Some of these units are now going to get snagged up. I'm now going to forget about these 2 urbans and push the rest of my Spartans forward to try and attack the rest of Luna's guys. What I want to try and do is engage these guys before they can throw their peeler. Luna's now going to put these guys into studio mood. Again, it's really to try and block my guys so that I can't aggressively push forward my pikes. Now, what's gone on here? Bubo has now got the rest of his infantry units, and all he's going to try and do is just hold the rest of Lion Dwarf's infantry units from attacking me. Lion Dwarf is going to use his peeler and he's going to try and whittle down all of these royal pikemen, and he's going to do a really good job of this. But one bit of an error here from Lion Dwarf: he does need to attack more aggressively, because what's going to happen here, if he just slowly throws his volleys of peeler into these royal pikemen, yes, he's going to kill loads and loads of guys, but he's not, get my words out correctly, he needs to really support his ally, because my Spartans are making short work of all of these urbans. You can see my guys are just pushing forward. I've got my little Jav Cav around the back here. The Jav Cav is going to basically try and kill a few routing units, try and get a few kills, and do a little charge as and when I can. So in comes the Cav here from the Macedonians. Now in comes my Jav Cav. What I'm going to do, I'm going to push my guys in forward. I'm going to try and encircle these guys, and here we go. I've now got a nice little encirclement on the Praetorian Cav with my Jav Cav. Even though the Jav Cav are utterly useless, we've managed to actually rout this Praetorian Cav. And now I'm going to pull back my Jav Cav. I'm going to try and kill a few more of these guys. My general has still got his sword at this stage, which is interesting, because I'm pretty sure that at the end of the battle he won't have his sword. But anyway, forget about that. What I'm now going to do, I'm going to charge with my Cav here. I'm going to try and break open some of these Testudo units so that my Spartans can actually push forward and kill more of these urbans. I'm going to pull my Jav Cav back out. I'm going to pull a few of these Spartans over here to support, but just have a look at all of these dead bodies. All of these units have been absolutely swallowed up by all of these peeler from Lion Dwarf. But Lion Dwarf, what he needs to do is forget about trying to go around. He just needs to punch forward. Now what he could do is a little tip, because there's only a very short line of Macedonians, he could have put his guys into guard mode and basically attacked or told them to charge through the pikes, which can sometimes work if these Macedonians are quite narrow. If he puts these guys in guard mode, he should be able to run them through. But now the Macedonians are now a bit more thicker. As you can see, they've got more infantry units supporting. They won't be able to do that. So what he needs to do now is basically encircle and get around my guys. But he's only got a few units left, and now my Spartans have now finished off all of Luna's guys. My Spartans are now going to push forward into these guys and try and take out as many of these urbans as possible. In comes a little Cav charge here. You can see these Macedonian Cav are trying to do a little hammer and anvil to try and strike a few units as and when they can. And my Jav Cav at the back, we're just trying to kill a few of these urbans. And here we go. Yep, we can see at this stage, for some bizarre reason, my general has now lost his actual sword. So he's actually now running around attacking with his fist. That just shows you how badass this general is. Instead of actually attacking with his sword, he's going to go around and actually just punch the shit out of the Julii units. So we'll see him actually doing that in a few moments time. Again, my guys are actually pushing forward. We're attacking all of these urbans. We're doing a really nice move. I believe at the very beginning of the battle, Luna and Lion Dwarf said this is either going to go really well or really bad. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be the latter of the two, because we're just absolutely chewing up all of these urbans. Again, the urbans over here doing a really nice job against these royal pikemen. They finally managed to surround a few of these individual units. So what's going to happen? They're just going to clock up a shitload of kills. But unfortunately, it's not going to be enough, because we have got the Cav advantage. We have got the infantry advantage. My Spartans are going to take no prisoners at the end of the day when it comes to fighting these urbans. We should be able to absolutely smash through these guys. In the meantime, where's my Jav Cav? Where is that badass general? He's somewhere around here somewhere. He's probably killing more urbans as we speak. He's not stabbing them with his sword, he's just punching them. Look at him. There we go, he's lost his sword. He's just waving his fist in the air. He doesn't give a shit. He's telling his guys where to attack. Let's have a look at these Spartans. They should be able to finish off this general unit, which is over here. Taking out guard mode. Pushing forward. General's now dead. Let's have a look. Come on, General. Come on, Militia Cav. Get in there. Get into the thick of it. Show these Spartans how it's done. Lead from the front. And let's try and destroy these Julii scum. So, let's have a look over here. Again, more of these urbans are starting to rout. We've done really, really well. Nice here. Again, Lion Dwarf, to be fair. Although I say we're doing really well, Lion Dwarf has played exceptionally well. He has played it by the book. He is trying to use his Spartans, his urbans here and there, his peeler to try and take out as many units as possible. Now in comes my general with the last little cav charge. Again, solid attacking with his sword. He's going to get his fist out. He's going to do a bit of fisticuffs. Here we go. You can see him. He's just punching the Praetorian cav. He's punching the urbans in the face. He's destroying them, causing them to rout. He's going to chase down these Praetorian cav before they can actually get off the battlefield. And now he's going to probably kill a few more of these urban units. These urbans are trying to escape, but they're not going to get far because this Jav Cav is hot on their heels. What's left? I think that's pretty much it. There's maybe one or two urbans left. One urban over here. Let's put this on to double speed. Let's send these guys back to hell. Send them back. There we go. 1 unit, 2 units, and that is pretty much it. So let's wrap this battle up, guys. It was really, really tough game. It really could have gone either way, but unfortunately Lion Dwarf wasn't able to support his ally there, and Luna got pretty much taken out pretty early in the game. Now Lion Dwarf, the other Julii player, did play really well. He was able to utilize the peeler bonus that he had to absolutely smash down all of these Royal Pike. And the Royal Pike, at the end of the day, all they had to do was just basically hold their ground, act as a human shield to give me plenty of time to try and wipe out Luna, and therefore go and support the Macedonians once it actually finished off Luna to attack Lion Dwarf. So really good game. I hope you guys enjoy that. Any second we'll see the scorecard. And let's just look at the kill count. Lion Dwarf over 2,000 kills. I've got in about 1,900 kills. Luna only gotten about 500 kills, and the Macedonian player Babu only gotten about 1,000 kills. But at the end of the day, Babu, all he had to do was hold his ground, try and hold back Lion Dwarf from supporting Luna to make sure that I could kill the Julii, and that's exactly what happened. And plus, we did this with a Jav Cav. Let me know what you think about the idea of bringing Jav Cav generals, because I think that's a pretty neat idea. It's pretty interesting, pretty cool. I hope to bring it in more Rome Total War battles in the near future. Guys, leave a little comment. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to rate. And don't forget to check out more of my Rome Total War videos on this channel, because it's inundated with Rome Total War goodness. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you soon. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for watching the video. See you soon. Bye now.